Boost circulation and heart health after 60 with these 10 power-packed fruits. Hello LifeWell family, and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here with me today. You know, over the years, I've had countless conversations with older adults who say things like, I just don't feel as sharp anymore, or my hands and feet are always cold, or even, I get tired after just a short walk. Maybe that sounds familiar to you? And if you've ever asked yourself, is there something simple I could do to feel better? To get my energy back? To take care of my heart without adding more pills to my day? Well, this episode is for you. As we get older, our circulation naturally starts to slow down. The arteries aren't quite as flexible, the heart has to work a bit harder, and blood doesn't move quite as freely to the hands, feet, and even the brain. It's not your fault, it's just part of the aging process. But here's the thing. There are ways we can help the body work more efficiently, feel more energized, and protect our hearts. And one of the most powerful ways to do that? It's sitting right in your kitchen. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 fruits that can make a real difference in how you feel. Fruits that help improve circulation, lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and give your heart the nutrients it needs to stay strong. And we're not just talking theory here. These are backed by research, by clinical experience, and by what I've seen work with hundreds of seniors over the years. We'll go one by one. I'll break down why each fruit works, how to get the most out of it, when to eat it, and what to be careful of. Because, yes, even healthy foods need to be used wisely, especially after 60. And I promise you, some of these fruits are going to surprise you. There's one that can improve blood flow in as little as 30 minutes. Another that's so common, you've probably never thought of it as a circulation booster. And then, there's one I'll save for the end. It's small, a little fuzzy on the outside, and might just be the biggest unsung hero of all. So here's my ask, stick with me through this whole video. Watch until the end. Not only will you have a clear picture of what to eat, but more importantly, you'll know how to turn these everyday fruits into daily tools for a healthier, more energized you. And just in case we haven't met, my name is William Johnson. I'm a nutritionist and wellness coach with over 2 decades of experience helping seniors build healthier habits that actually work for this stage of life. I started the LifeWell Seniors channel to be a reliable, caring space for people who want simple, realistic, and science-backed ways to stay strong, mobile, and full of life. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you something. Do your legs ever feel heavy when you stand up? Do you find yourself needing to sit down more often than you used to? Or maybe you've noticed your hands feel colder than usual, or you get lightheaded when standing up too fast? These aren't just random annoyances. They can be signs that your blood flow isn't as strong as it used to be. And while there are plenty of medical treatments out there, sometimes the simplest things, like changing what's on your plate, can have the biggest effect. Today, we're focusing on fruits because they're not only rich in essential vitamins and antioxidants, but many of them contain specific compounds that directly support blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and reduce strain on the heart. And hey, don't worry about having to remember every detail. I'll go over the highlights again at the end, and you can always come back and rewatch the parts you need. But for now, I want you to relax, take a breath, maybe even grab a cup of tea or a notebook, and stay with me. Because these 10 fruits might just change the way you think about food and heart health forever. Alright, ready to get into the first few? Let's dive in. Let's get right into it, starting with a fruit, well, technically a vegetable, that you might not expect to see on this list. Beets. Now I know what you're thinking. Beets? Really? But hear me out. Beets are one of the most powerful natural tools we have for boosting blood flow, especially important after the age of 60. You see, beets are rich in nitrates, and not the harmful kind you find in processed meats. These are natural dietary nitrates that the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps relax and widen your blood vessels. And when your blood vessels are relaxed, your blood can flow more freely. That means more oxygen reaching your muscles, your heart working more efficiently, and yes, even more mental clarity. In fact, one clinical study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that drinking beet juice increased blood flow to the brain in older adults. Another study showed that beet juice helped improve walking distance in seniors with peripheral artery disease. And this isn't a theory, I've seen it work. One of my clients, Barbara, she's 74, started drinking a small glass of beet juice 3 times a week. Within a month, she was walking twice as far on her morning stroll without needing to stop and catch her breath. So, how can you add beets to your routine? Roasted beets are delicious with a drizzle of olive oil. You can slice them onto a salad, or blend them into a smoothie with apples and ginger for a refreshing heart-healthy drink. Now, a quick word of caution, if you've had kidney stones before, beets might not be for you. They're high in oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation in sensitive individuals. As always, check with your doctor if you're unsure. Let me pause and ask you, have you ever added beets to your diet for heart health? If yes, drop a 1 in the comments below. If not yet, comment 2. I read all of your responses, and I love hearing your personal experiences. Alright, ready for the next one? Pomegranates. This one's not just beautiful, it's a powerhouse. Packed with antioxidants, especially polyphenols, pomegranates have a profound effect on the cardiovascular system. These compounds help reduce oxidative stress, lower inflammation, and most importantly, they improve the function of the endothelium. That's the thin lining of your blood vessels. A healthy endothelium means better regulation of blood flow and blood pressure. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who consumed pomegranate juice daily experienced significantly lower systolic blood pressure. And what's more, participants reported feeling more energized throughout the day. Now, you don't need to go overboard. About 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened pomegranate juice a day is enough to get the benefits. You can also enjoy the fresh seeds, sprinkle them on a bowl of oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or just enjoy them as a tart little snack. But here's the key, look for 100% pomegranate juice, not blends or cocktails with added sugar. Those can spike your blood sugar and work against your heart goals. Let me ask you, have you tried pomegranate juice regularly? And if so, how did it make you feel? Leave a comment below. Your thoughts really help others who are just starting out on this journey. Also, if you're finding this helpful so far, do me a small favor. Hit the like button. It helps more seniors like you find this video, and it lets me know you'd like more content like this. I really appreciate the support. Now, the third fruit I want to talk about today might already be sitting in your freezer, and if it's not, it should be. Blueberries. Small fruit, big benefits. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color. But these aren't just for looks. Anthocyanins improve arterial flexibility, which is a fancy way of saying they help your blood vessels stay youthful and elastic instead of stiff and narrow. That's incredibly important after 60, because stiff arteries are one of the leading contributors to high blood pressure and decreased circulation. Harvard researchers conducted a long-term study and found that people who ate blueberries at least once a week had a 32% lower risk of heart attack. That's huge, and remember, we're not talking about major lifestyle changes here. Just half a cup a day can make a noticeable difference. Blueberries are also wonderful for brain health. Improved circulation to the brain can help with memory, mood, and focus, things we all want to preserve as we age. So how do you use them? Easy. Add them to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie with bananas and spinach. Or just grab a handful for an afternoon snack. And the best part? Frozen blueberries work just as well as fresh, so you can keep a big bag in your freezer and use them year-round. I want to check in with you again. If you're still with me, that's awesome. Comment 3 below to let me know you're here and engaged. I can't tell you how much it means to have you with me on this journey. And while you're here, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, now's the perfect time. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip that could help you feel stronger, sharper, and more energized. So far, we've covered 3 truly powerful fruits: beets, pomegranates, and blueberries. Each one supports your heart and circulation in a slightly different way. Beets widen blood vessels, pomegranates support blood pressure and vessel lining, and blueberries keep your arteries flexible and your mind clear. And remember, you don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Even adding just 1 or 2 of these into your regular routine can make a meaningful impact. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we're going to dive into 3 more fruits that aren't just delicious, they're everyday heroes when it comes to keeping your heart strong. One of them is rich in heart-healthy fats, another one helps reduce fluid retention, and the third, well, let's just say it's one of the most common fruits in the world, but few people realize how powerful it really is. Stick around, because this next section might surprise you. Let's keep going, because the next 3 fruits we're about to talk about are not just heart-friendly, they're everyday staples that most of us already have at home. And the best part? These are easy to use, gentle on the stomach, and incredibly effective when it comes to supporting your heart health after 60. First up is one of my personal favorites, not just because it's delicious, but because it's packed with nutrients that older adults often don't get enough of. Avocados. Now I know, some of you might be thinking, wait, isn't that a fatty fruit? And yes, it is. But here's the thing, avocados are rich in the good kind of fat, the kind that your heart absolutely loves. We're talking about monounsaturated fats, which help lower LDL cholesterol, that's the bad kind, and raise HDL cholesterol, the good kind that helps protect your arteries. Avocados also pack a good dose of potassium, which helps regulate your heartbeat and keeps your blood pressure in check. In fact, a medium avocado has even more potassium than a banana. Studies have shown that eating avocados regularly can help lower total cholesterol, reduce triglycerides, and improve overall cardiovascular health. One study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating just 2 servings of avocado per week was associated with a significantly lower risk of coronary heart disease. So how can you enjoy it? Mash it on whole grain toast, slice it into a salad, blend it into a smoothie for extra creaminess, or just enjoy it with a spoon and a pinch of salt and pepper. And if chewing is a concern, avocado is soft and easy to digest, perfect for seniors with dental issues. Now let me ask, how do you enjoy avocados? Leave a comment below and share your favorite way to eat them. Is it guacamole? On toast? Or maybe just plain? I'd love to know. Let's move on to a fruit we all know and love, but maybe haven't given enough credit for its heart-friendly properties. Oranges. Bright, juicy, refreshing, and more powerful than you might think. Oranges are loaded with vitamin C, of course, but what really makes them special for heart health is a class of compounds called flavonoids. These little plant nutrients help reduce inflammation, strengthen blood vessels, and improve blood flow. And if you've ever been told to eat more potassium, oranges are a sweet way to get it. Potassium works hand in hand with sodium to balance blood pressure, and most people, especially older adults, don't get enough. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed flavonoid-rich citrus fruits, like oranges, had a lower risk of stroke and significantly better arterial function. Now here's the key, eat the whole orange when you can. Orange juice is fine in small amounts, but the fiber you get from the fruit itself helps slow the absorption of sugar and keeps your digestive system happy. A simple orange with breakfast, a slice in your salad, or a snack between meals, easy, delicious, and heart smart. And hey, if you're finding this video helpful, and you're still watching, would you mind doing me a quick favor? Hit that like button down below. It lets me know you're enjoying this and helps others like you find our channel, too. Alright, now let's talk about a fruit that's been around forever. It's simple, it's familiar, but wow, it packs a powerful punch for circulation and heart function. Bananas. Bananas are known for being potassium rich, and if there's one mineral your heart loves, it's potassium. Potassium helps your body maintain fluid balance, supports muscle function, including the heart muscle, and helps prevent dangerous spikes in blood pressure. As we age, potassium becomes even more important because it can help reduce water retention in the legs and ankles, something many older adults struggle with, especially if they're less active. But bananas aren't just about potassium. They also contain vitamin B6, which helps your body make hemoglobin, a protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen. Better oxygen transport means better energy and stamina, both physical and mental. Now, here's a little tip. If you find ripe bananas a bit too sweet, try slicing them onto whole grain toast with a sprinkle of cinnamon. That'll help slow down the sugar absorption and add a bit of warmth to the flavor. You can also blend half a banana into a smoothie or mash it into oatmeal for a creamy texture. Let me ask, are you a banana person? Do you eat them daily, or just once in a while? Comment yes or not really below. I'd love to know how often bananas make it into your routine. And if you're still with me, thank you for staying engaged. Comment 4 below to let me know you've made it through these first 6 fruits. That kind of commitment to your health is something to be proud of. Now before we move on, let me just ask, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If you haven't, now's a great time to do it. Just click the subscribe button and tap the little bell so you get notified when our next video comes out. We've got more great tips coming that you won't want to miss, especially if you're serious about staying healthy, mobile, and independent as you age. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned so far. We've talked about avocados, rich in healthy fats and potassium. Oranges, full of flavonoids and fiber. And bananas, simple, soothing, and perfect for blood pressure balance. Each of these is easy to find, affordable, and, most importantly, effective. But the real power comes from using them consistently. Now, don't worry, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed or wondering how to fit all this in, we'll be summarizing everything at the end of this video. You'll walk away knowing exactly how to build these fruits into your daily routine, one step at a time. But don't go anywhere, because in just a moment, we're going to get into the final 4 fruits, And I have to tell you, these next ones? They might just be the most surprising of all. One supports joint health and heart health at the same time. Another helps lower cholesterol naturally. And one of them? Well, let's just say it's fuzzy on the outside, but full of heart-friendly magic on the inside. So stay with me, we're almost there, and I promise, the best is yet to come. Alright, so far, we've covered 6 powerful fruits that can do wonders for your heart and circulation. And if you've been with me since the beginning, thank you. You're already taking the first step just by being here, by being curious and open to small changes that can make a big impact. But we're not done yet. Because now we're diving into the final 4 fruits, and honestly, I think these are the most underrated, yet some of the most powerful on this entire list. Let's start with a fruit that's small, deep red, and surprisingly effective. Cherries. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are loaded with anthocyanins, the same natural pigments found in blueberries. These compounds help reduce inflammation, lower uric acid levels, and improve circulatory function. Now, here's something fascinating. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice daily showed significant improvements in blood pressure and LDL cholesterol levels. The participants also experienced better sleep and less stiffness, which makes cherries a great option for those with both heart concerns and joint issues. And as a bonus, cherries can also help with muscle recovery. So if you're someone who still likes to walk, stretch, or garden but gets sore afterward, cherries might just become your new best friend. How to enjoy them? Fresh cherries are great in season, but tart cherry juice is available year-round, just 4 to 8 ounces per day is enough. Or try adding dried cherries to your morning oatmeal, just be sure to get the unsweetened kind to avoid excess sugar. Let me ask you, have you ever used cherries to support your joints or heart health? Leave a comment below and let us know. I'd love to hear your story. Now, the next fruit is simple. It's humble. You've probably been eating it your whole life. But most people don't realize how much it can do for your heart health. Apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, there's more truth to that than we give it credit for. Apples are rich in soluble fiber, especially a type called pectin. This fiber helps bind to cholesterol in your digestive tract and carry it out of your body, naturally lowering your LDL levels. They also contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that supports blood vessel function and helps reduce inflammation, a key factor in preventing artery damage. Several studies have shown that eating 1 apple per day is linked to a reduced risk of stroke and heart disease. And it's not just the flesh, the skin of the apple contains most of the antioxidants, so be sure to eat the whole thing if you can. For older adults who have trouble chewing raw apples, stewing them with a little cinnamon and water makes them soft, comforting, and even easier to digest. So tell me, how do you like your apples? Raw with peanut butter? Sliced into salads? Or maybe baked as a warm dessert? Drop a comment below, I'd love to see your favorite way to enjoy them. Also, quick check-in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. Just click that button and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly tips for healthy aging. We've got more great topics coming soon, and I want you to be the first to know. Alright, let's move to our next fruit. This one's often associated with wine, but there's plenty of reason to enjoy it in its natural form. Grapes. Especially red and purple grapes. These little gems are rich in resveratrol, a compound that's been shown to support healthy blood vessels, improve circulation, and even help lower blood pressure. Resveratrol helps your body produce nitric oxide, which, as we talked about earlier, helps your arteries relax and improves blood flow. It also reduces oxidative stress in the cardiovascular system, which is a big deal when it comes to preventing damage over time. A study in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology found that people who consumed resveratrol-rich grape extracts experienced improved blood vessel dilation and better oxygen delivery to their muscles. You don't need fancy supplements, though. Just eating a small bowl of red or purple grapes as a snack can do the trick. Or toss them into a fruit salad, or freeze them for a refreshing treat. Still with me? If you've learned something new today, hit the like button. It really helps this video reach others who might benefit from this information, just like you are. And now, we've reached the last fruit on our list. But let me tell you, this one might be small, but it is mighty. Kiwi. Yep. That fuzzy little fruit that often gets overlooked in the produce section might be one of the most heart-supportive fruits you can eat. Kiwi is packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, and potassium, and it contains natural blood-thinning properties that support healthy circulation. One study published in Platelets Journal found that people who ate 2 to 3 kiwis per day had improved platelet function and lower triglyceride levels, 2 big wins for heart health. What I love about kiwi is how versatile and senior-friendly it is. You can slice it in half and scoop it out with a spoon. Add it to yogurt, blend it into smoothies, or even eat it with the skin on if you're feeling adventurous. The skin is full of fiber and nutrients. Just a quick note, if you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor before making kiwi a daily habit, as its natural anticoagulant properties may interact with some medications. So here's my question for you. Did you know kiwi could help your heart this much? If that surprised you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what fruit on this list caught you off guard the most. And hey, if you're still watching this, you are awesome. Seriously. Comment 5 below to let me know you've made it all the way through the top 10 fruits. That helps me know you're getting value out of these videos, and it truly motivates me to keep creating more content for this amazing LifeWell community. Let's take a quick breath and look back. We've now talked about 10 powerful fruits. From the deep reds of cherries and grapes, to the green richness of kiwi and avocado, each one brings its own kind of magic to the table. But we're not done yet. Because in the final part of this video, I'm going to summarize everything, so if you're feeling like this is great, but what do I do with all this info? Don't worry. I'll walk you through how to apply it step by step. You'll leave with a clear plan that you can start today. So stay with me, we're almost there. And trust me, this last part? It's where it all comes together. Here we are. You've made it to the final part of today's episode, and if you're still watching, I want to take a moment to genuinely say, thank you. Your time, your attention, and your desire to take better care of yourself, it means everything, not just to me, but to your future self, and to the people who love you. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered today. We explored 10 incredible fruits, each one chosen for its ability to support circulation, reduce inflammation, balance blood pressure, and keep your heart strong well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let's do a quick recap. Beets, rich in nitrates, improve blood flow and oxygen delivery. Pomegranates, full of polyphenols, support blood vessel health and lower blood pressure. Blueberries, high in anthocyanins, reduce arterial stiffness and boost brain circulation. Avocados, packed with healthy fats and potassium, regulate heart rhythm and cholesterol. Oranges, a source of vitamin C and flavonoids, improve vessel elasticity. Bananas, rich in potassium, fight fluid retention and stabilize blood pressure. Cherries, anti-inflammatory, reduce stiffness and support circulation. Apples, high in soluble fiber and antioxidants, lower cholesterol. Grapes, rich in resveratrol, promote nitric oxide production and blood vessel relaxation. Kiwi, nutrient-dense and heart-friendly, supports blood thinning and platelet health. Now, hearing all that, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, William, that's a lot of fruit. Where do I even begin? Let me help you with a simple, step-by-step approach. Step 1, choose just 2 or 3 fruits that sound appealing and easy to add to your routine. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start with what you like. Step 2, pick a time of day. Maybe blueberries in the morning with oatmeal. A banana with lunch. Or a sliced kiwi after dinner. Make it part of a habit you already have. Step 3, stick with it for at least 2 weeks. Give your body time to respond. You may start to notice subtle changes, more energy, warmer hands and feet, better focus. Step 4, rotate in other fruits from the list. Variety is key. Each one brings its own benefits, and rotating them helps you get a broader spectrum of nutrients. Step 5, keep it simple. You don't need to juice every day or create fancy recipes. Just clean, fresh fruit, served in a way you enjoy, is enough. And here's the thing, this isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about making choices that support your body and give your heart a little more help with each passing year. You don't have to do this alone either. That's why we created the LifeWell Seniors community, to walk this journey with you. To provide guidance, encouragement, and practical steps you can take to live with vitality and purpose. So before you go, I have a few favors to ask. If this episode helped you in any way, would you do 1 or 2 of these things? 1. Hit the like button, that helps more people discover these tips. 2. Leave a comment below and share 1 fruit from today's list that you're excited to try, or maybe one that surprised you. 3. Tell us what you want to learn next. Is it joint pain? Memory support? Healthy snacks for energy? Let us know in the comments. We plan our videos around what matters to you. 4. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. That way, you'll never miss our newest videos, which we release every week. And before we wrap up, I just want to say this, from my heart to yours. Taking care of your health is one of the most meaningful gifts you can give yourself. And every step you take, no matter how small, adds up. You're not too old. It's not too late. And you're absolutely worth the effort. So whether you start by eating one more fruit a day, going for a short walk, or simply staying curious about your health, you're already doing something powerful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring for yourself. And thank you for being part of this LifeWell journey with me. Until next time. Take good care of your heart. Stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.